Good evening and welcome to Florida Tech's 2011 Homecoming. I'm Bobby Lemieux and this is Mike Everett. And Mike is going to tell you exactly why we are here. It's a very special event, isn't it, Mike?
It is indeed, Bobby. As a matter of fact, tonight, in addition to celebrating Homecoming 2011, we're going to be honoring attorney Dale Detmer, who's going to be receiving the Distinguished Alumni Award, which is named after Jerome P. Cooper. So it's going to be a really exciting night. We can't wait to meet and speak with Dale. But there's going to be a lot of really interesting and fantastic people from Florida Tech's history and alumni tonight. So it's going to be a great party. Everybody's going to look good, and we're going to have a great time. Bobby.
We're going to meet a lot of phenomenal people. You're going to get to meet them, and we're just going to enjoy the evening together. So welcome to the red carpet.
Indeed. This is Mike Everett. I have the pleasure of being with Bino Campanini, who's the Executive Director of Florida Tech's Alumni Association. Bino, this is Homecoming 2011, but in addition to that, there's something important that you're doing here tonight. What is that?
Yeah, really what we're doing tonight is we're showcasing our university and celebrating the accomplishments of our alumni. And so this is an awards gala, and as you can see tonight, it's kind of the Hollywood theme, and we're trying to make it like a Hollywood night, an awards show. And we have 6 alumni being recognized tonight from around the country. And each college, we have 5 colleges on the campus, present an award to an outstanding alum from that college. And then the Alumni Association presents the Jerome P. Cooper Distinguished Alumni Award, which is named after the first president of Florida Tech. And that goes to the person who really signifies what we think is a great alumnus of the university. So we're doing that. We've got some entertainment as well. We're expecting over 400 people tonight. Really, it's just a celebration of the university and our alumni.
That's fantastic. Now, I'm assuming you also are a Florida Tech graduate yourself.
Yes, I am. I graduated in 1990 and 1992. I played soccer here on a national championship soccer team, so I've had long ties with the university, and I started working here with the Alumni Association about 18 months ago.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to the party tonight. I think it's going to be great, and thanks for inviting us, and enjoy.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for coming out, Mike.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, welcome to the red carpet, and with me I have Ross and Anna. This is Anna over here, his wife, and their 2 children. And Ross, you have a complicated last name. Please pronounce it for us.
Yes, bags of glue and then slur it in the middle, bags of glue.
There we go, there we go. Yes, thank you so much. And what year did you graduate from FIT, and what line of work did you end up pertaining to your degree?
I was at FIT from August '85, I believe, to March '87. My degree was a master's in civil engineering, and the specialty was water resources. So it prepared me to go on further to pursue my doctorate in engineering. And what I do now is I'm a professor of engineering at the University of Connecticut and the department head of civil engineering at the University of Connecticut.
So the education you received here definitely transferred into real life for you, and you made a career out of it. That's wonderful.
Absolutely. The lessons I learned back in those almost 2 years at FIT, I still use today. I still teach part of those modules in my undergraduate and graduate classes, so it really resonated for the rest of my life, yes.
That is wonderful. Now tell me about these fine-looking young men.
These fine-looking men are Yanis and Christos. They're twins, even though they don't look like. They're middle schoolers, magna cum laude, both of them.
They take after their dad. Very intelligent, huh? And your wife.
And the wife.
And good soccer players.
And good soccer players. They made the team this year, and that's how I persuaded them to wear the tie. Because presumably, when they have away games, they're supposed to show respect to the other team by wearing a tie. So this was the only way I could force them to wear a tie today.
I was going to say, how did you drag them here to begin with? Usually, you know, at that age, they don't want to hang out with mom and dad.
They're still at the point of borderline for us being able to twist their arms a little bit. But they're good boys.
Yes, I can tell. And what are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, I'm assuming it's going to be a fun evening. Possibly meet some old colleagues. I will definitely meet some of my old professors.
Oh, good.
It will be good.
Yeah. We are so glad to have you here and have you join us here on the red carpet. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm here live with Dr. Ashok Pandit. How are you this evening?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
And I understand that you are the department head of civil engineering. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That sounds like an enormous responsibility.
It's a lot of fun.
If civil engineering is your thing.
That's right. That's right. And staying and keeping tabs on these students is really not it's something I enjoy.
Wonderful. Now, how long have you been here at Florida Tech?
I've been here since 1982, 29 years.
That's impressive. Are you looking forward to seeing some old colleagues and perhaps some old students tonight?
Yes, we'll be getting a couple of people who graduated in 1999. So they're wonderful students or alumni, and it'll be great to see them.
That's wonderful. So thanks for taking the time to speak with me tonight. I appreciate it.
Sure, wonderful. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bobby Lemieux, and with me I have Bill and Barbara Roy. Thank you so much for joining me here on the red carpet. Now, Bill, I understand that you are one of our honorees tonight.
That's right. I'm pleased to be here and proud to be here and just honored as can be.
Okay, now you have to tell me what your honor is, though, yet I don't know.
Alumni honor. I'm the Alumni of the Year.
Alumni of the Year, yeah.
And Barbara, I can tell I was going to say, he's the Alumni of the Year. And how did
business school?
It's from the business school. Now, so you're obviously a graduate from FIT here. What?
yeah.
What? Tell me about your degree and what year?
Well, first I was a professor here. I taught the MBA program in 1965. I started it with Dr. Cooper and Dr. Miller. They didn't have a business program. So I was running large missile and rocket programs for the Air Force, and I had 600 design engineers working for me, and they were not very good managers. So I said, well, let's start a program and train managers. 65 signed up for the program, and 115 showed up. And Dr. Miller and I were moving chairs into the biggest classroom you had. Yeah.
Wow, that is so fascinating. And Barbara, you guys drove all the way over from Naples?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We wouldn't miss it. Very nice honor. Very nice.
And I'm so glad you guys took the time out to join us for the evening. And what are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, we're just looking forward to everything that happens. We don't know what's going to come up. We're just here to see what's going on. We have family coming in, 2 daughters and a granddaughter, and our son-in-law. So we're going to all be here tonight.
And you are all going to celebrate. Well, you look absolutely wonderful. This is beautiful jewelry.
Well,
Did you buy that somewhere local or?
I got that in Naples. Yes, in local Naples.
She's a model in Naples
No,
and
get
runs
off of that.
fashion shows.
I can tell, yes. Well, she's going to fashion us tonight. So enjoy
Thank you
your
so
evening.
much. Thank you very much.
And I'm live on the red carpet with the man of the evening, Mr. Dale Detmer. How are you this evening?
I'm fine, thank you.
And this is your lovely wife, Pam. Good to meet you.
Good evening.
And I can only imagine how excited you must be about a night like tonight.
This is really a significant evening, and I'm surprised and pleased to be part of it.
Wonderful. Now, you obviously attended FIT at some point.
I have a master's degree in electrical engineering from Florida Tech.
That's incredibly impressive. And then from there, you went on into law.
Yes, the master's in electrical engineering is a great pre-law course at Florida Tech. I recommend it to everyone.
Wonderful. How important would you say that education is for a young person at this point?
Well, I think it's probably the key to success. You have to have the capabilities and the tools, and what you do with it goes from there, but you got to have the base.
Wonderful. And Pam, are you proud of your husband?
Very proud.
Right. Are you excited about having a good night tonight?
We're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great evening.
Great. Well, thanks for taking the time to stop and talk to us. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, and with me tonight is Tom and Justine Carlucci. And Tom is, of course, a graduate. And tell me what year and what you ended up doing.
1977. I was a graduate in air commerce, transportation technology.
And how did that translate into real life for you?
Well, I'm a captain with United Airlines now on the Airbus. I'm based in New York. And I have my daughter Justine here with me because I wanted her to get a feel for the school. And hopefully she'll be attending next fall.
Awesome. And where do you go to school right now, Justine?
I attend Ocean County College in Toms River, New Jersey.
Wow. Hey, you're moving to warmer weather. This is a good thing. And what do you want to study? What do you want to be when you grow up?
I definitely want to study air traffic control or flying, definitely aviation, along the lines of aviation, definitely a career in that.
Gee, I don't know where she got that from.
Well,
See, I don't know.
I know.
So, Dad, would she get a good enough education coming here?
Absolutely, yeah. It was a great school. I enjoyed it the 4 years I was here. So just reminiscing now that I've been back on campus. Everything on this side of that science building was not here. Just the gym and, I know, 34 years ago.
Well, Justine, we'll see if he'll tell you some of his old college stories that he's allowed to tell.
Yeah, right. It was a pleasure, Bobby.
Oh, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're here live with Dottie Allen. Dottie, how are you this evening?
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic.
Good.
You look wonderful.
Oh, thanks.
You smell fantastic, too. How'd you do that?
Well, just a little bit of a whiff. Was it good? Yeah.
I know you folks at home can't see that, but it's really delightful, assure you. So you're a Florida Tech alumni, I assume?
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm the Vice President for Development at Florida Tech.
Really? And how long have you been here?
I've been here, I was a year on Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So have you seen a lot of changes since you started here?
Well, every day is a new change. In the time that I've been here, we've opened up Panther Dining, the brand new dining hall. We've opened up and dedicated the Aquatic Center. We also dedicated the new relationship we have with the Fusner Art Museum. So every day is a new thing.
That's fantastic. And I noticed the campus is growing. There's a lot of really good energy here.
Oh, there sure is. The students come from all over the world. About 30% of the students at Florida Tech are international students, which we're really very proud of because it gives the American students a chance to have a great cultural exposure in the time that they're here, and also the international students get a chance to be with our American students as well.
That's wonderful. So it's kind of a multicultural experience for everybody.
It's definitely a multicultural experience. That's true. Yeah.
That's great. Well, Dottie, thanks for taking the time to talk to us tonight. I hope you have a great time.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks. Yeah.
Yes, I want to introduce to you Wayne Cooper, and he is a supporter of FIT. He's a local businessman. And that's very interesting, Wayne, because in this economy and whatnot, a lot of businesses are struggling and they're not quite so willing to give up their money, yet you want to support the college.
No question. We're a local CPA and financial service firm here in Brevard County, and yeah, I mean, FIT is a big part of the community, and we want it to continue to grow and bring in good people because our firm ourselves, we interview students from FIT and in the business department. Great backgrounds, great people, and to keep, if they're, come from out of town, if we can hire them locally, keep them in here and local community and economy, and they buy houses, so it works out. So FIT is a great school and campus and a breeding ground for good people that our community needs. So.
Yeah, that's very true. I even have a lot of friends who attend. They're getting their master's degrees here, and it's very well supported in Brevard County. That's for sure.
That's great. Yes, and I know we hear a lot on the news negative stuff. I wish the news come out to schools like this and see that kids do get jobs from their educations, and yes, they may borrow money to pay for their college education, but they're out there getting jobs, at least from FIT. I know that. So.
And that's very important. Well, Wayne, I hope you enjoy your evening, and thank you so much for stopping by on the red carpet.
Thank you.
I'm live here with the Kilcullens. This is Mary Jo, and this is Matt. How are you doing this evening?
We're doing absolutely tremendous.
Fantastic. Now, I understand you have not been here a very long time, have you? How long have you been here, Mary Jo?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
And Matt?
A little bit over 3 months.
Wow. So you're newbies.
Oh yeah, totally newbies. Yeah. I've been here, like I said, 3 weeks and came here and visit one time before we moved here for a few days. So I'm just learning the territory.
Now, in a technical school, I'm learning that people have very complicated job titles here. What's your job title?
Interior designer.
Wow. That's the easiest one I think I'm going to get all night.
Yeah, that's
now, Matt, what's your job title?
Assistant Vice President for Athletic Fundraising.
Wow. And I'm assuming athletic fundraising is very important in a large university.
Well, especially with the addition of football. We're going to have college football in 2 years, which gives us a total of 21 sports. So we got a lot of work ahead of us, but we're looking forward to it.
That's great. Now, how's the football team coming?
Well, Coach Engelhardt has done a tremendous job. They'll have close to 60 players on campus already this year, and then next year they'll be able to start scrimmaging and practicing, and then the following year they'll start playing. So he's got Coach's dream right now because he's going to be undefeated for the next 2 years. So, but we're looking forward to it. It's terrific for the community.
We got big-time football coming to Melbourne. We're all looking forward to that. Well, great meeting you. Thanks for stopping and talking to us tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, with me I have Jim. Jim, what's your last name?
Ridenour.
Ridenour, Jim Ridenour, and he's a local businessman, and he's a supporter of FIT. And, that's, again, very important in this community. Here you are, a local businessman, and supporting the college as well. What motivates you to do that?
Well, what you give is what you get back. So the school supports me very well as well because I run 2 hotels, so I get a lot of business from Florida Tech.
Very good. and so who is taking care of your hotels while you're over here?
I have a lot of good people. Some of them go to school at Florida Tech.
That is wonderful. And what are you looking forward to tonight?
Just the gala, being able to get out, get away, do something besides work.
Very good. And
good friends.
Yes, very good friends. And how do you feel about the economic climate in Brevard County right now as a local businessman?
Well, not as good as what we'd like for it to be. Better than what we anticipated it would be this time here, but we still got a long ways to go.
Yeah, that is very true. And we are just enjoying our time here, and so thankful that you are able to come out and that you are supporting FIT. It's very, very important. Obviously, you've been putting money into it.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We're back live. I'm here with Dr. Kat Neeson, his beautiful wife, Sarah. Dr. Kat is the president of Florida Tech, am I correct?
Yes, that's correct.
That's fantastic. Well, this must be a really wonderful night for you both.
Oh, we're very excited about this Florida Tech Homecoming 2011. It's a real Hollywood night, and it's really attracting our alumni to come back and the leaders of the community to see the exciting things going on here at Florida Tech.
That's great. Now, how long have you been here at Florida Tech?
I've been here 8 years, and they've been the best time of our lives. We really love it here. We love this area. We love this university.
That's spectacular. Now, I'm hearing rumors that there's a football team coming to Florida Tech. Is that true?
Yes, there is. We started a football program this year, and we go into scrimmaging next year, and in 2013, this homecoming will be after a football victory by Florida Tech Football Panthers.
That's great. Now, will I be able to get some free season tickets?
Oh, I'll get you tickets in the president's box.
He said it on camera. Now, I notice that every time I come here, there's a new building. How many buildings do you have on campus now?
We've got about 2 million square feet, so we keep adding buildings, and it reflects the growth of the university. We're now over 14,000 students.
That's spectacular. And Sarah, you look beautiful tonight. Are you proud of your husband?
I am, very much so. Thank you.
That's great. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for taking a minute to stop and talk to us, and I hope you have a great time tonight.
We certainly will. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bobby Lemieux, and with me is Dwayne DeFries.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi. It's so nice to meet you, and thanks for coming out tonight. Now, he is a graduate from FIT. Do you dare disclose the year?
82 for my master's degree, 88 for my PhD in marine biology.
Well, and you got your master's in marine biology?
Yeah, master's as well.
And the first degree?
Master's and then PhD.
All in marine biology.
All in marine biology.
Okay, very good, very good. Now, as with most folks, you get your degree and you go on through life. What are you doing these days?
Well, I work for a clean tech company doing water remediation, Aquafiber Technologies over in Orlando.
Very good. And tell me what you're looking forward to tonight, and what made you come out?
Well, it's a great event. I serve on the Alumni Association Board of Directors. We're finding that Florida Tech, Tier 1, we're one of the best engineering and science schools in the country. And so our degrees get more and more valuable every day. And, we've got a new football team coming. We're all excited about that, and some great sports. And, it just should be a fun night to see some students and alumni and board of directors and get everybody together and have some fun.
Is there any particular professor that you remember that you want to say hello to?
Actually, but he's not alive, unfortunately, but my major professor was classic of the early days of Florida Tech, where you have, and it has continued today, small classrooms, hands-on, experiential learning. All these kids are doing research in the field, whether it's engineering or oceanography or biology, and it really sets us apart from other universities.
That is so true. That is so true. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself tonight. You look very spiffy and sharp.
Well, thank you very much.
Dressed for the occasion. We're going to have a good time.
Thank you.
We're back live, and I'm here with Clark Fowler and Deborah Haystack. How are you tonight?
Very well, thank you.
Very well, thanks.
You look great, and that's really all that matters. Now, I'm assuming you're Florida Tech alumni, are you?
Yes.
Of course.
Both of you?
Yes.
Oh, that's spectacular. Now, when did you go to Florida Tech?
In the late 70s.
Okay. And when did you go?
That's where I met her.
Really? Yeah. Wow. So how long have you been together?
Since 77.
That's incredible. What's the secret to a long-lasting relationship?
No kids.
You heard it here, folks. Now, what did you specialize? What did you take your degree in?
Marine biology.
Ocean engineering.
Wow, so related fields. And did you go on to work in those fields as well?
No.
Really? What do you do now?
I'm in the computer science field.
Okay, and you?
Mostly defense electronics.
Wow, so getting a degree was really important, but you don't necessarily have to go into that field afterwards.
That's correct.
And for younger people who are watching right now, how important would you say that getting a degree or an education is at this point?
Extremely important.
Yeah. You agree?
Yeah, oh, of course.
That's great. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for taking a minute to stop and talk to us. I hope you have a great time tonight.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now with me, I have this lovely couple. I love this outfit. It is just so pretty. And you know, although I'm thinking that probably has to be dry cleaned, right?
Yes, it does.
As I look at it. Anyway, please introduce yourselves.
I'm Deborah Phoebus.
I'm Rob Phoebus.
Okay, very good. And Rob, I understand you're the graduate of Florida Tech here. Tell me about what year you graduated and about your degree and how it's applied to your life.
All right, well, I graduated in 1974. Bachelor's degree in management science, and which isn't really a degree they have anymore, but it's part of the business program here. And well, let's see, how did I apply it? Well, I went on to grad school after I left here, and then I spent 32 years of my life working for Ford Motor Company.
I just bought a Ford.
Good. Let me know if you want to buy another one too, or if you have friends that want to buy them. Yeah, I worked for them for 32 years. The last 11 years of my career I was overseas, worked internationally. And while I was, well, I guess the last part of my time here in the States and while I was initially overseas, I was involved with the Alumni Association. I'm one of the past presidents of the Alumni Association board. And now I'm actually one of the trustees of the college. And so I've applied my degree by having some level of success working for Ford over the years. Yeah, what's
Absolutely.
When he went to Notre Dame, he graduated the top in his class at Notre Dame with his MBA, never having to study because he said his undergrad education was so good that it made it easy to get your MBA. It was simple.
Yeah,
so.
They would post the dean's list at Notre Dame, and kids would come over to me and say, how did you always manage to do so well? He says, you're always spending time out in the bars and partying and stuff.
So that speaks very highly of FIT.
No, it does. That's why I've always really wanted to give back to Florida Tech more so than any of my other education, because I really did. I felt like I got my best education here. So
you need to do a commercial for them.
I think I just did.
I think you did. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and enjoy your evening.
I will. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
And I'm back live with Rebecca and John Lambert. How are you this evening?
We're wonderful. Looking forward to this event.
Now, are you happy to be here tonight?
Absolutely. FIT has just grown since Rebecca graduated. It's just, it's amazing what's happened here.
That's fantastic. Now, Rebecca, you are indeed FIT alumni. Is that true?
Alumni. I started a little later, got the kids in school, and decided to go back to school. So I graduated in 1991. So it's actually my 20th anniversary here. So
that's spectacular. Now, what did you major in?
Business communications. It was kind of a challenge because primarily this is an engineering school, and I knew I wasn't going to do that. So business communications it was.
And would you say that the degree or the education that you got here has definitely helped you in business life?
It has, and even in a technical way, because we did a lot of production and writing in the classes, so that helped a lot.
That's great. And you think maybe you'll see some people that you know here tonight?
I believe I will.
And do you think you have a chance of maybe winning one of the luxury automobiles that they have out front?
Yes.
And John, are you proud of your wife?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She's a definite keeper.
That's fantastic. Well, thanks for taking the time to stop and talk to us tonight. I hope you have a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is Jane and Andy Rive. And, you know, Andy used to work here. And I want to hear about this work history. You're a very big supporter of FIT, obviously.
Obviously, yes. I came here in 1967 as a faculty member in electrical engineering, and then I had a number of administrative positions and retired in 2001. So I worked here for 34 years, and I saw a few changes. And I noticed,
you really watched it grow.
Oh, absolutely, and I noticed the changes are still occurring. So a lot's been done in 10 years since I left and became a professor emeritus.
So if you're talking to a high school student who's going to go to college and you tell them about FIT, what do you tell them?
Basically what I would tell them is they will have a very good experience here. That years ago, and still continuing, we made sure that in the first year or two the student would get an understanding of what major they were in and get some understanding. In engineering, for example, they would learn a little bit about design, and they would get a taste of that. In some universities, they go through 2 years of science and physics and math, and they don't know anything about the open-ended idea of engineering. And so then they would get to the junior year, and all of a sudden they've invested 2 years in this degree, and it's not really what they wanted to do. Because in mathematics, there's one answer, but in engineering, there's many different answers depending on what's being specified and all that. Plus, I tell them that at the end, in every program here, and I believe it's still true, they get a capstone course. So they get some understanding of what's going to happen when they go to industry or what their future will be. And so we've had a lot of students that have gone through these programs, many of whom, because of this experience, they become leaders in their field very quickly when they are on a team that's helping to do an engineering design project or something like that. Because they worry not only about the engineering specifically, but they worry about other things such as the economics of it, the break-even points, and all that sort of thing.
I think you need to come back and be a counselor, a career counselor. Well, thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a wonderful evening. What are you looking forward to most tonight?
Meeting some of my former students.
Marvelous.
We've heard some wonderful stories when we come back for some of these that made an impression on their lives that he was never even aware of way back then, and that has been very special to us.
And that's the greatest gift of all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
And just like my new friend Bino, if you're in the soccer program, you have to have an interesting name. And this is my new friend Fiji. How are you this evening, Fiji?
Thank you. Very well. How are you doing?
Great. Good. Now, I understand that you're also Florida Tech alumni.
Yes, I graduated there in 1992. Yeah.
Great. And now you're involved with the soccer program as well?
Yes, I'm the head coach for the women's soccer here. That's my 7 years. Yeah.
Fantastic. And how are they doing?
They're doing really well. Actually, this year they were ranked as far as #1 for 2 weeks. So we're very pleased that they've been doing so well.
That's great. Well, it must be the product of spectacular coaching.
Not really. The players help most, yeah.
Well, great. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us tonight.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Kristen and Mark Williams. So nice to meet you. I'm Bobby Lemieux, and thank you for coming and joining us on the red carpet. Now, are you graduates of FIT or?
Actually, no, we're supporters. I'm actually the area general manager for the Hilton and Doubletree here in Melbourne Beach, and we're big athletic supporters here, and we do a lot of work with FIT.
Very good.
Yeah.
And you know, it's so important that businesses do support FIT and whatnot. I've heard such good things about how the students who graduate from here do get jobs. They are placed pretty quickly. Have you found that to be true?
Oh, absolutely. With the programs they have here at FIT, I know we actually have some people that actually work for us part-time while they're going to school. So we've always tried to help in the community as well as keeping them busy, and you know, they always look for hospitality industry. It's always available.
Wonderful. Well, what are you looking forward to tonight?
Just having a good time. Be honest, just having a real good time. Meeting some new friends and catching up with some old ones.
Very good.
Great.
Well, enjoy yourselves, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right.
I'm live on the red carpet with John and Debbie Thomas. How are you this evening?
Good, thank you.
Doing great, doing great.
Great. Now, I understand that you hold a very, very, very important position here at Florida Tech. What would that be?
I am the Director of Football Operations.
Director of Football Operations. You're the man of the hour.
I wouldn't say that, but we're excited about football at Florida Tech.
That's great. Now, I understand it's going to be about 2 years before the program's fully up and running?
That's correct. Our first game is in 2013, but we already have a class in school right now.
That's great. Debbie, are you proud of your husband?
I am. Very excited.
That's great. Well, thanks for taking a minute to stop and talk to us tonight. Good luck with the football program, and enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay, I want to introduce to you Wes and Rachel Sumner. So nice to meet both of you. And you know, you're not just you're not an ordinary person here. You actually work here right now, Vice President of Marketing
and Communications. That's right. And you know, this is an exciting time for the university. 50+ years of an exciting history, and being able to have folks back for homecoming, show them the campus, show them the improvements. It's a wonderful weekend.
And how many years have you worked here?
3 years.
3 years. And do you have any stories of some of your students that you can share with us briefly?
You know, we have 5 alums who are astronauts from Florida Institute of Technology, and that's so exciting. And we have faculty members who are astronauts. And you look at the future of space flight and the history of the university in terms of educating the folks who sent us to the moon originally, and that's what really excites me about Florida Tech.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So, well, we are so glad that you have taken the time to come out tonight. And what are you looking forward to, real quick?
I think the fellowship with alums, some folks who haven't been here in several years, and being able to come out and see each other again and catch up with old stories, as well as maybe take a stroll around campus and see all the construction that's gone on, particularly in the last 3 or 4 years. It's quite a different place than it was in 1958.
Yes, everybody's busy, and that's a good sign.
Absolutely.
Good sign that everything's growing. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
We're back live, and I'm here with Robert Niebuhr. How are you this evening, Robert?
Very good, very good.
Now, Robert is the Chief Financial Officer of Florida Tech. Is that true?
It is true.
Now, you must be doing some spectacular work, because every time I come here, there's a new building. How are you doing that?
It is amazing. We have about a $75 million projects we just finished, and we do have to fund those, but we've had good enrollment growth and good support from our alums, and so we're just moving forward.
That's great. Now, to anyone who's maybe younger and watching tonight, how important would you say that an advanced education is in this day and age?
Well, it makes a huge difference in your salary. You know, again, I'm a financial person, and over a lifetime, a college degree makes about $1 million difference in total earnings over their lifetime.
So $1 million? That's incredible.
It is. So,
well,
we encourage them to stay here.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Well, it's a really exciting night. Thanks for taking a minute to stop and talk to us. I appreciate it.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yes, this is Rich Aronson, and he is head of the biology department. And Rich, you know, tonight is a very special night. How is the Alumni Association so important to the school right now?
Well, the biology department depends very heavily on the support of our alumni. We're just very grateful to them for maintaining a kind of a family-style atmosphere, which is the atmosphere we try to cultivate in the department.
I have picked up on that tonight. It's with everyone I've met. It is a real family atmosphere.
Right. It's just wonderful. I mean, that's what Florida Tech is all about. We're a hotshot school for technology and for high-powered research, but we also have this wonderful ability to nurture our students in a very personal way with our faculty.
And what are you looking forward to tonight? Like, for instance, they're honoring Dale Detmer.
Right. We're just thrilled at the whole thing. The whole package just sounds absolutely wonderful.
And so, what's for dinner tonight?
What's for dinner tonight? Fish and beef.
Well, very
or
good.
Beef, yeah.
Beef is always good.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, wonderful. You know what? We thank you for what you contribute to the staff and all of the hard work that you do here at the university.
Well, we thank everybody at Florida Tech, especially our alumni, for everything that they do tonight.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And we're back live with Mary Beth and Larry Kinkle. Mary Beth, how are you this evening?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
Fantastic. Now, it's a beautiful jacket.
Thank you. Thanks.
Now, I understand that you have a very complicated job title. What would that be?
I'm the Dean of the College of Psychology and Liberal Arts here at Florida Tech.
Psychology and liberal arts.
We have a School of Psychology where we have both undergraduate and graduate programs, and then we have a Department of Humanities and Communication that has communication degrees and a pre-law program and a graduate communication program too.
That's spectacular. If I get the correct impression, Florida Tech is growing by leaps and bounds. Is that true?
We are, and particularly in the humanities, we're starting some art classes now that the Fusner Art Museum is with us. We're building our music program. We have that pre-law program, and in psychology, yes, we have growing and growing in those courses as well.
That's great. So would you say that this is an excellent school to attend?
Definitely, definitely.
Now, Larry, I'll let you get a word in edgewise. Are you proud of your wife?
Yes.
Well said. Well said. Well, thanks for taking the time to stop and talk to us tonight. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, I want to introduce to you John and Pam Valente, and he is
President of the Alumni Association for Florida Institute of Technology and a graduate of FIT.
Yeah, so you're the big cheese tonight. You, this is.
Well, Bino's the big cheese tonight, but he's the cheesy one tonight. I'm just.
I won't tell him you said that.
Sure, it's not on camera or anything. No, we're here to be here as part of the alumni homecoming and to present this year the first annual Dr. Jerome P. Cooper Distinguished Alumnus Award to Dale Detmer. So that's a very impressive evening we have planned tonight.
Very special, and the bow tie has some significance.
Yeah, Dr. Cooper founded the university. He was always wearing a bow tie. It was kind of his trademark. So as chair of the 50th anniversary committee a few years ago, we had bow ties, gold bow ties, to commemorate Dr. Cooper, and I like to wear mine every year just in honor of Dr. Cooper.
That is phenomenal. And Pam, you get to obviously participate in all of this. What kind of input do you have?
Actually, I've been coming here for 25 years, and every year this campus grows incredibly. It's really quite astounding what's been going on since over 25 years.
And she's very supportive of all the time I put into this, and that's great that I have her support for that.
Absolutely. And that means you have to buy her a new outfit every year too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That goes without saying. Yeah, absolutely. A couple. Yeah, a couple a year. Well, you have the cocktail party Friday. You have the formal dinner here tonight. So there's a few outfits involved and some travel, but it's all worth it. We just
she knows how to go shopping. Will you take me shopping, Pam?
Well, while I'm in the meeting all day Friday, she was out at the mall shopping. So it's a good relationship.
Works for
Great.
us.
Well, what are you looking forward to most tonight?
Just seeing a lot of people I haven't seen in a year, some people in 20 years. Last year, I had a fraternity brother of mine who I hadn't seen since his wedding in 1981.
Oh, my goodness.
And he came down and he just couldn't believe the campus and all the changes and all the things that are going on here, and so now he's more involved with the Alumni Association, and that's what we're trying to get people more excited about moving the university and the Alumni Association forward. So that's
and it's a celebration.
Absolutely, always celebrate. That's a great thing.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Thank you.
And I'm back with Carrie and Steve Engelhart. Steve is the new head coach of the football program. Steve, it's a real pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. It's nice to be here, and we're having fun in Melbourne, Florida. It's a great place to be.
And Carrie, of course, it's nice to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you.
Now, tell me a little bit about it. If I understand correctly, the football program is going to be up and running in 2 years.
Yeah, currently we have 40 players on campus practicing, and we're recruiting right now. We'll bring in another 50 or 60, hopefully, and we'll be practicing next year with 100 players and getting prepared for 2013 kicking off. Hopefully our first game will be September 7th versus Stetson University.
That's spectacular. I can't wait. Now tell me what division you're going to be in?
We'll be in the Division II football conference with the Gulf South Conference. Great conference here that all the other sports play in. Unfortunately, they don't have football, so the Gulf South Conference invited us in, and we're excited to be a part of the conference, and it's a really tough, going to be a competitive conference for us.
Great. Now, what other teams or what other schools are in there?
Valdosta State, North Alabama, West Alabama. I'm sorry, let me think here. West Georgia and Delta State. So 10 out of the last 22 years, I think, something like that. They've been playing. Someone from that conference has played in the national championship. So a very competitive conference.
Now, I'm 42 years old. I have terrible knees, and my nickname in football was Stone Hands. Do you think I could still come and try out sometime?
Can you kick?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go. Okay. Actually, I'm going to have a tryout, all tryout next year at this time, and we'll see who wants to come out and try to play, and hopefully we can get this great international school, so there's a lot of soccer players. Maybe we can get a kicker.
I'm going to be the new kicker for Florida Tech, everybody. You heard it here first. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Are you proud of your husband?
I am.
You happy to be in Melbourne?
I am. I'm actually enjoying the area. We moved from Indiana.
Oh, wow.
So living beachside is fabulous.
I was holding the microphone towards me while you were talking. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for taking the moment to stop and talk to us, and welcome to Melbourne. And we're excited about football here.
Thank you. We're excited too. Thanks.
Thanks.
And right next to me, I have George and Carol Mall. Welcome to the red carpet event.
Thank you. We're looking forward to the evening.
Yes, and now George is a professor here. Tell us about that.
Yep, I teach oceanography and meteorology and something called Earth System Science, which is trying to figure out how the planet works.
Wow, and immediately oceanography, I'm thinking this is perfect because we're near the ocean.
That's right. That's exactly why we're here. We have great facilities for the ocean. We have the a wonderful oceanfront beach research lab, which is very unique. I think it's probably the only one in the United States, except one in California. So
now I saw a van parked behind a building that said SEAS, S-E-A-S. Is that is that some of your equipment?
It's not my personally one, but it's part of a joint project between us and the biology department, and it's been funded by the National Science Foundation. And we have taken that van all over the place, teaching kids we're trying to get them interested in science and engineering and technology. That's where we're trying to go with that. Yes.
And your wife, Carol, I understand, she's the one who dressed you tonight?
She dresses me every day. She keeps me from looking too terrible.
And what are you all looking forward to tonight?
Well, looking to see old friends. I just saw one of my former students and having some time to chat with her. And our table has 5 alums at it. One is still a student, and the rest are all graduated. Yeah, so looking forward to having a nice evening with them.
Well, we are very thankful to have you stop by, and I have just really enjoyed meeting you. It's just it's a lot of fun.
You too. Thanks for having us tonight. Okay, bye.
And we're back with Dr. Rasul and his beautiful wife, Ferry. How are you this evening?
Good, thank you very much.
Now, I understand that you are the dean of one of the colleges. Which college would that be?
College of Sciences, and been here for 23 years.
23 years, that's fantastic.
Beautiful place, very collegial, and one of the best university in the whole world, I would add.
In the whole world, he's adding. Now, I noticed that lately there seems to be a lot of growth taking place at FIT. Is that true?
Absolutely. We have tremendous improvement in the research. We've always been in #1 in teachings, but now in the research in the last 15 years. And we are a Tier 1 university. Tier 1 means that a lot of research and a lot of excitement.
That's fantastic. Now, Ferry, I'm hearing right now from upstairs that you may actually be nominated for Best Dressed Couple. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I like that.
What do you think your chances are of winning that award are?
I don't know. I haven't seen any other couples, but I don't think we are the best dressed. Maybe one of, but I don't think.
Now, tell me a little bit about your outfit. Is that a designer dress?
Well, it's Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein here in Melbourne. Well, thank you so much for taking a moment to stop and talk to us. It's been a real pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, this is Frank and Jerry Leslie, and they're here this evening to celebrate the homecoming. And Frank, I understand that you are also a graduate of FIT?
Indeed I was. Back in 1968, I got my master's in space technology. And I worked over at RCA Missile Test Project in the same group that Jerry Cooper came from about 3 years earlier. So I really enjoyed that. And it was interesting because my section head, Dr. Chuck Cummings, was the dean of the night school here, the graduate school. And so he facilitated my getting in and doing that after I'd had a BS EE before that time.
See, BS, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering?
That's correct. Yes.
I know I figured out the acronyms. That's good.
From another university, but when I moved down here to Florida to work on Eastern Test Range, that was where I really got interested in space technology. So that was my calling.
Wow, wow. And so what are you looking forward to tonight? You're going to celebrate with everyone?
Indeed, I will. I have already met an alum from back in that period who worked in the same tech lab, Air Force tech lab that I worked in. And it's great to renew the acquaintance and to see him again and think of all these names that were so far back.
Oh, yeah. It's a real memory test. Now,
Yes.
I have to ask you about your tie. That is beautiful. Did your wife pick that out, or
No,
where'd that
actually,
come from?
that's from the National Renewable Energy Center. And it was designed by one of their scientists, believe it or not.
I didn't know scientists could be creative. Evidently, they can.
Indeed, they can. And you will see a lot of that tonight when you see Twitchy, because there are people there who have degrees in science and engineering, and yet they are musicians of the most excellent type.
Using both sides of the brain. There you go.
Yes, indeed. And that's what we encourage at Florida Tech.
Yeah, evidently. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
And thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
I'm back. I'm here with Robert Shearer and Wendy Anderson. How are you this evening?
So well, thank you.
You look fantastic.
Thank you very much. So do you.
Well, thank you. Now, Robert, I understand that you have an important role here at the college?
Well, I've been here for 30 years, and I teach humanities, and it's kind of a challenge in a technical school.
I bet.
But I'm not tired of it yet, so I'm going to hang on a few more years at least before retiring. Yeah.
Fantastic. And Wendy, I understand that you are alumni.
I am an alumna of the School of Psychology.
Really? And you work in psychology now?
I do. I have a private practice.
Do you think maybe that very quickly you could analyze me?
I don't think anybody could do that.
Well, it's conclusive. Well, thanks a lot for taking the time to talk to us tonight. Are you planning on having a good time tonight?
Very much so, yes.
And you happy that you look good?
Well, yeah, I'm glad to be here, I must say.
Well, thanks for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
This is Rick and Amy Balda, and I've just got to say that you are a beautiful looking couple, and I've seen quite a few of these ties tonight. That is a Florida Tech tie, right?
Yes, it is. I actually got this from Beverly Sanders for a while ago, and I wear it to all my Florida Tech events. And I think this is the third time I've worn it.
I'm sure you'll be able to wear it. It goes with everything,
It does.
darling.
It's perfect.
Yes.
It is.
A red one, a yellow one, and a gray one.
Right.
Yeah, I heard they came in many colors.
Right.
Colors, and you look wonderful tonight too. Are you looking forward to tonight's event? What exactly are you looking forward to?
I'm learning. I'm looking forward to hearing more about the honorees and their backgrounds, and the graduates that they're honoring tonight. Hearing more about their careers and what they've chosen to do with since they've gotten their degrees from Florida Tech.
Now, a little birdie told me that you were in the newspaper recently, like as of this morning.
My business is going really well. It's Balda Interiors. I do interior design, and yeah, it's great. It's been growing very rapidly in the area, so it's been exciting, and we've gotten a lot of coverage for it lately.
That is phenomenal. Free advertising. That's always good. Now, are either one of you FIT graduates or supporter?
No.
So why are you? What is the occasion to come out tonight?
We have a family foundation, Balda Family Foundation, that supports FIT. We give out summer scholarships every year, and we were big supporters of the construction.
Last year we gave out a scholarship for the avionics school, and this year is construction management.
And that is so important. So, and those scholarships go to graduating high school seniors, or
People that are attending Florida Tech.
Okay.
For this.
It was really exciting because one of our friends, one of our great friends, owns a law firm in town, and he ended up hiring one of the people that was a recipient of ours, and he said it's their best employee. Yeah. So we are really excited.
It was really
you can be proud, right? And how can people find out about, where can they get information on how to apply for those scholarships?
That's actually what we're working on right now. We're only about 3 years in the Family Foundation, and that's one of our obstacles, is trying to get the word out. So we're trying to attend these events to get the word out as well, and Beverly's helping us with that. We're trying to sponsor some events locally in town, and that's just kind of a growing pain when you're young doing this, and we're trying to figure that out. But we're working on that.
And we have a website that's got some information on it, baldafamilyfoundation.org.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for coming out tonight, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
We're back with Michael and Tanya Grace. How are you this evening?
Doing great.
And Tanya?
Great, thank you.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
That's really important.
All right.
Do you agree?
It depends, but maybe in general.
Now, I understand that you have a very technical title here at Florida Tech.
Yes, I'm the Associate Dean of the College of Sciences.
Do you have a really long business card to accommodate that?
No, it's pretty standard.
Okay. They didn't have to get you an extended one?
I'm going to get one that's about 3x5 soon, though.
Is that something they give you after you spend a certain amount of time here?
Well, not exactly, but you mean the title or the business card?
Well, the business card comes after, say, if you spend 5 or 10 years here. Do they give you a larger business card?
I think that's right, yeah.
Now, how long have you been here?
12 years.
12 years, wow. So do you imagine you maybe see some folks tonight that you know from the past through the school earlier?
Yeah, I think we'll see some students that we're familiar with and some of the retired faculty we're looking forward to seeing.
What would you say have been maybe some of the biggest changes over the last 12 years?
Oh, since I got here, this place is radically different. We have so many new buildings, the student population has grown, the amount of funded research is way up, the endowment is way up, just about everything that is important in Florida Tech is really different now.
Spectacular. If anyone was considering coming to Florida Tech, would you encourage them to do that?
Oh, absolutely. I meet with prospective students and their parents all the time, and I think it's a great place to be. I mean, I've been here 12 years, many of my colleagues much longer. I think everybody really enjoys it, and there's good reason for that.
That's great. Well, thanks for taking the time to stop and talk to us tonight. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're here, yes. And this, I've been getting to know this couple a little bit. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Gordon Patterson, Professor Patterson, and my wife Joy.
I'm Joy Patterson. I'm an alumni of Florida Tech. I got my Master's of Science here in computer education in 2000.
Yeah. 2000. Wow, that wasn't actually too long ago.
No, not too long ago.
Professor Patterson, what do you teach?
I teach history, and my specialty has to do with mosquito control.
Seriously, mosquito, you're in the right place for that, that's for sure, with Florida.
That's right.
I didn't know mosquito control was that involved.
Oh my heavens, mosquitoes have killed more people than any other animal on this planet. It's a major enterprise. And one of our trustees, Ed Scott, is part of the Global Fund initiative, and he's putting tremendous effort into the anti-malaria program in Africa. So it's a vital concern. We've got graduate students in biology that are doing it, and the least a historian can do is try to tell a little bit about their story.
And I would be your average Joe on the streets. We wouldn't think that much of it, but yeah, the diseases that they carry, it kills people. It is extremely important.
Every time one of the six-legged blood-sucking pests approaches you, you can just be thankful that there is mosquito control.
Yeah. Halloween evening, I got my ankles all bit up by mosquitoes, so yes, I wish I had you around. So, well, you both look very sharp, ready for tonight's event. And what do you like? And actually, is there a story that goes behind your hat? And you almost look French.
Yes, there's 63 years of story. I'm a bald-headed man and my head gets cold, so I wear a beret on nights that there's wind. I thank you for saying I look almost French. I have had some wonderful times in France. So all of those things come together in this marvelous evening we're going to have.
I love it. So, I was expecting a family history story. It's just practical. That's wonderful. It's perfect.
At Florida Tech, we're a can-do university. Underneath all of the phony tinsel, in this guy, there's real tinsel.
There you go.
It's Oscar Levant said that.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a great time.
Thank you.
And we're back with Mike and Jeannie Soul. How are you this evening?
Doing well, thank you.
And Mike?
Doing fantastic.
Great. Now, I understand that you're both Florida Tech alumni. Is that true?
That's right.
And when did you graduate?
I graduated in 1987.
And what was your specialty?
Computer science.
Computer science. Wow. And Mike?
Graduated in 1986 and got a degree in marine biology.
Now, did you both pursue fields in what you took majors in?
Yes, I did. I ended up working in Florida for the Florida Supreme Court in their computer department.
Wow. And Mike?
Eventually, yes. I entered the Marine Corps after I graduated FIT and then began work with the Department of Environmental Protection. And my great time here at FIT helped prepare me to actually, after 20 years at DEP, become the Secretary of the Department of Environmental Protection.
That's spectacular. I've met so many really impressive people this evening. That's just yet another one. Now, do you live here in the Brevard County area now?
No, we're up in Tallahassee.
Okay. And I'm assuming coming back tonight, you notice there's been a few changes. Have you noticed that FIT is growing in leaps and bounds?
It's grown a lot, and it's fantastic to see it grow. Granted, I loved FIT at the time when we were there. It was small, but it was very rewarding. I love to see the improvements and the expansion that's been made. It's fantastic.
And now, I just heard, I was completely unaware of this until I got here tonight, that there is a football program coming. Were you aware of that?
I saw something in the paper and I didn't read it close enough. And I thought, is this the intramural stuff from, back when we were here, or was this something new? Because, yeah, I did see something in the paper.
Well, let me fill you in, because I just interviewed the head coach.
I love it.
2 years. They're going to start scrimmaging next year, and then they're going to have full games starting 2 years from now.
That's exciting.
It is. Now, hopefully it's a little bit better. We tried in 1983, I think it was, to get a football program in, and at that time, I think I was the center. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more progressive than then.
I just interviewed for the position of kicker, and I think they're actually considering me, so I may be the kicker.
Fantastic.
Well, listen, thanks for taking some time to stop and talk to us tonight. I really appreciate
What
it.
a great evening. I appreciate everything that everybody's done.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
All right.
Now, this is Robin Chan, and he's not only an alumni, he's a coach of the soccer team. Hello, Robin.
Hi, Bobby. How are you?
And so tell us a little bit about yourself, like when you graduated and what you've been doing these years. I can't even imagine how much fun it would be to coach the soccer team.
Yeah, I'm definitely very proud to be back involved with the school. I graduated in '91 with an undergrad in finance, and then I stayed on and I was a graduate assistant in the School of Business. So I stayed on and got my my graduate degree, my MBA, and then went into the work world for a few years, and then found a love for coaching, and found myself back here. Took the opportunity. I've been here for 7 years now, so I've seen a lot of growth here, and it's great to be back involved with the school.
Yeah. Now I have to ask you where you got your accent from.
From the UK. Yeah. I'm from just outside of London.
Now, what brought you over here?
Actually, I was recruited here to play soccer. So I came over here in 1987, and the assistant coach at the time, Giles Malone, he was doing some recruiting overseas, and he found me and gave me the opportunity to come out here, and the rest is history.
I'm going to embarrass you, Robin. So how many dates have you been able to get with that accent when you're here in college?
It helps. It's definitely helped over the years, But yeah, it's I think it's changed a little bit. I've probably got a little bit of an American twang, but every time I go back to the UK...
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Every time I go back, I top it up,
So tell me some stories about some of your students and like the success of the soccer team. And, a lot of us don't know much about the soccer team.
Well, when I first came over in 1987, we were... a growing program, and we actually we had a very successful time. We won a national championship in 1988, which was my sophomore year, and then we went back to the Final Four again in my senior year. Lost in the semi-finals, unfortunately, but after that, the year after that, they won another national championship. So we've had a lot of good years here over that period. And since I've been here, this past year we just got done. Unfortunately, we just got knocked out in the conference semi-finals.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but we finished second in the conference, and we were ranked nationally at stages during the year. So we're very proud of the program and the boys that we graduate.
You have a lot to be proud of, and you followed Bino, right?
Yeah, I came the year after Bino, so he was my big brother for a few years there. But yeah, he was a good player and a great leader for us.
Well, I'll give you a break, and I won't ask you to tell us any stories on him, okay?
I probably shouldn't tell him on camera.
No. Okay, well, thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you, Bobby.
And congratulations to your success with the soccer team.
Much.
Well, Mike, I don't know about you, but I have had a wonderful time tonight. So many great people.
Bobby, I met some spectacular people tonight, and some of the titles alone were so impressive. It really brings
made
home
my
to
IQ look really bad.
No, I felt the same way. I had good self-esteem until we came here tonight. But it really drove home for me the importance, and especially now in this economy, of a good, solid secondary education, and especially a technical education at a place like Florida Tech. I met so many people tonight who inspired me, and I really, really had a good time. I'm looking forward to going in and seeing the party.
You know, there's such a close-knit community. Everybody looks out for each other and has such great things. And even friends that I have who I know are going for their master's degrees, you know, who attend here, always have good things, great things to say about the university. And you can tell they've just got quality people, and everyone's so supportive. Great show tonight. I mean, people have turned out and looking really good too.
Yep.
I want to go shopping with some of those ladies.
And there's football coming too, right here in Melbourne, Florida. So I'm myself just beside myself excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, well, I'll attend the social events associated with the football stuff. There you go. But thank you so much for joining us, and we are all looking forward to a good time and just so thankful that we have such a quality university right here in Brevard County.
And don't forget that you can come back and watch us anytime you want from live from the redcarpet.tv, anytime you want. Thanks for joining us. Again, I'm Mike Everett.
And I'm Bobby Lemieux.
Have a great night.